So let's start looking at this other area here, which we will call the main content. So within this area, we have many other composables we need to put together. So again, I'm going to come up here and let's close this down, fold it, I should say. And I'm going to fold top header, and right at the bottom here, I'm going to go ahead and work on something else. Let's say add composable again. It's a function. Let's call this main content as such. And there we have it. Okay, I'm going to make this, so add preview, so we can preview it. And if you want, you can just go ahead and comment this out. That way we don't have too many previews at once, right? That's fine. Either way works. But there we go. We have our preview on our main content. So our main content, again, we have all of this. So you see in the outer layers here, we have this very nice border here. So let's go ahead and see how can we put together such thing. So I'm going to use surface again. And then inside of our surface here, let me go back and I'm going to put a modifier. What's new? And let's go ahead and give padding of about 2.dp. So an overall padding of 2, like that, 2dp. Okay, so still I'm going to go and make sure that we fill max width. And then we're going to get out of our modifier. So we want to create this structure here that is like just a border. Okay, so what we need to do is pass shape. Yes, and in this case, I could use the circle shape or rounded corners. Doesn't matter. Or rounded. Let's see, what do we call what we used here, which was rounded corner shape. Right? We can use rounded corner shape just to differentiate, but both of them yield to the same thing, really. So I'm going to say rounded corner shape, and for the shape, let's see. And for corner here, say corner, and let's give it about 8.dp because we don't want the corners to be too curved. We want them to be a little bit curved, just like this. So essentially kind of like this. Okay. All right. So there we go. Now, the other thing we can also pass if you have over in our surface is that we can pass a few other things, which is the border, as the argument here. This is real helpful because that's exactly what we want. So afterwards here, I'm going to say border, and you can see the type that is expecting is border stroke. So I'm going to say border stroke as that, and we have a few override methods here. Let's just get the second one. So the width of the stroke we can pass here. We just want something small. Let's say width. It's just 1dp. That's fine. Nothing too thick. And for the color, I'm going to say color. Just going to use the light gray that comes with. I'm just going to go to, let's just say light gray. This is the color that we want. So it's going to be this color there, just light gray. Okay. And of course, we can get rid of these residual. One thing to do that is you click Alt Option and Enter, and then remove redundant qualifier name. All right. So now just have surface. Okay. And inside here, what I can do. And inside, of course, this surface here, notice this is where we're going to add all of these other UI widgets. And all of them are one after the other, which tells us, all of them are one after the other vertically, which tells us again, we have a column. All right, let's just go ahead and add that column because we know we're going to use it anyway. And for now here, I'm just going to add some gibberish. Just give a text. Hello, and a few hellos here. Okay. Let's go ahead and refresh just to see what we are going to see. And there we go. It's really small. Let's make this a little bigger. And if you look closely, exaggerate everything here, you can see that we have that very nice border there. In fact, I can exaggerate this to 12, and you can see there it is, our border. All right? The stroke, I should say, the border stroke, as you see there. Okay, so it's there. We want about 1. It's 2 for now, so you can actually see. All right? So we have it. It's looking really good. It will look better. All right, there we go. So we have the structure that we need. Of course, we don't need all of these hellos. We're actually going to replace all of that with all of these other things, other UI's components. But at least we have the main shell, if you will, which is this structure here.